Hello, welcome back to my channel. This is Marsh Bowie talking about the 2.5 gallon tank that I set up yesterday. As you can see right now, I have one very pregnant guppy in there. That is not permanent. The guppy will be moved back to the 37 cube as soon as it gives birth to the fry, and then this is going to be a guppy fry grow out tank, which I will eventually take the fry out of and put them in the 37 gallon once they are big enough that the gouramis will not eat them, because the gouramis will eat fry. One of the guppies already gave birth to a couple of fry. They were gone instantaneously. The gourami ate them super quick. So right now I have a water wisteria, which I pulled out of my tank in the middle there, a cardinal plant in the back, a banana plant right here with this nice new growth. It's kind of hard to see. Nice new growth right there in the middle. And then I have I always forget the name, hornwort in the back, which I also pulled out of my 37 gallon because I was just like, okay, I could buy like a million plants from Pets. I could buy like 4 plants from PetSmart and pay like $35, or I could buy 2, pay like $15, and then get some other plants from my tank. Plants that were grown immersed, not immersed. I have a filter. It's absolutely huge. I did not think they made filters any smaller than this. I am completely wrong. They have little beta tank filters at Aquatic Environments, which is a store, exclusively fish store, both freshwater and saltwater, that is near where I live. They have little beta tank filters. I might get one of those because they're like a tenth of the size of that one, and they're powered by an air pump, which won't be any problems for me to set up. And then I have one golden mystery snail right here. His name's Todd. He's been sitting in that corner for some time. Not quite sure what he's doing, but it looks like he is pooping a bunch. So then to update on the 37 cube, it is down one guppy because I pulled a guppy out of it. One of the super pregnant ones. It's kind of getting overrun with some baby snails right now because a bunch of eggs just hatched. There's no way I'll be able to show you them because they're on the glass, and my phone camera hates focusing on things that's on glass. But there's about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 baby snails on the glass that I can count just now. You might be able to see them as like little blurs on the camera. The gouramis are doing great. The larger gourami has stopped bullying the smaller gourami. I think they just finally established their pecking order, so they're kind of relaxing now. The hornwort is just floating around the tank as always. Okay, that's just a circular piece of fish poop. The guppies are doing good too. Oh wow, there's even more baby snails on that glass. The spotted corridor spot has relaxed in the tank a lot more, so he actually comes out during the day instead of hiding 24/7 like he did. My one fancy guppy, the fancy guppy male, is actually getting some color that I did not notice before. That must be kind of new here. I might be able to. He's getting some color near his face, which wasn't actually there when I bought him from the store. So that must mean that he's brightening up a bunch, because of course I have better conditions here than a crappy, super cramped store. Oh no, you can see it on screen, one of the snails got dislodged and is now floating around. The gouramis like to do that. They'll go up and bump the snails, and then the snails will fly away. and they'll just float around the tank for a while until they eventually like hit something and can grab on. The two other corridors are doing pretty good. If you notice, my Java moss is almost non-existent now, except for a patch of it right here, there, and there. My smaller gourami has been like messing with it, and I know it's him because I've seen him go up, grab it in his mouth, pull at it, and then like it just floats away, and then it gets stuck somewhere in the tank. So my Java moss is just kind of getting wrecked, and there's nothing I can do about it. I want to grow some and see if I can like sell it. Same thing with the. That's kind of my goal with the guppy grow out tank too. Is I want to be able to sell some guppies to the store and maybe make a very, very tiny amount of cash or store credit. I have a problem is that my setup right now isn't super great for growing plants, because plants do much better when it's just one that's allowed to totally take over a tank. But I also, the primary focus of my tanks is display, and it's hard to do display and hyper efficient other stuff at the same time, because in order for things to be hyper efficient, they won't go as well, and or in order for things to be hyper efficient, then you'll have to make it look not so pretty sometimes, and I'm sure this tank would look cool if there was just like a ton of Java moss in here, but I also want some other stuff. That's pretty much it. I actually don't have a heater on this tank because the desk lamp that I'm using as the light is so hot that it keeps the tank at a nice like 79 degrees, 78 degrees. Yeah, it's pretty sweet. I like it. That's pretty much all for the two tanks I have. Thanks for watching and have a nice day.